Hello YouTube and welcome back to part 2 of the walkthrough here for Mr. Sherlock Holmes. If I remember correctly, this man was harpooned to death. A bit ironic from a sailor or whaler, whatever it was. I'm pretty sure it was a baby killer whale seeking revenge for what he did to his mother. No, from what I gathered, I actually had to walk away from this for quite a while, but from what I remember, we're going to be setting up an ambush. So let's do that, shall we? Nope.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Alright.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
This window is locked from the inside. I do not see any attempt at a break-in. This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Look like a kid. Did they have guns back then?
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? Then what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough! You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Let's check out our casebook real quick while we're waiting. Nothing new.
Mr. Holmes? Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Jeez, I can't investigate anything around here. Boring.
Mr. Holmes?
Let's go in here.
These are the suspect's belongings. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what? A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
Jeez, this guy wanted to get caught. Don't put your initials on everything. Jeez.
And partner, 1883. To my friend, from R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Straight up stole some evidence.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Nope. Oh, can't do anything else with it. Have to wait for the right time, I guess.
Locked.
Just one lock too.
Mr. Holmes?
There he is. Oh, see, we're gonna get kinky. All right. Let's check him out first. So, oh, patch, expensive fabric. Oh. Oh, what? Button. Ooh. Scars. We're missing something here. What is it, guys? What are we missing? What? Oh, oh, right there. Thin what? Thin neck. Okay. Alright, so we got his profile.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
He's a bit cocky.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Father's jacket, profile of the victim, rings engraving. Let's go through rings engraving.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Oh boy.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Oh, profile. I'm sorry, guys. I realized that I already profiled him. I thought I meant go off of that. So let's see. Let's go off of father's jacket.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent. What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Let's get the murder trial. It seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role in all of this? Might have done it for money. Let's see. Let's try the notebook. Peter Carey was armed with his knife, but he did not have the time to use it. The murderer acted quickly and instinctively. A notebook with a blood stain on its cover, indicating that it was dropped into the pool of blood. Well, if he lost it, that means somebody took it from him. Pinned to the wall, break-in attempts. Several unsuccessful attempts were made to break in according to the instructions on the lock. I'm gonna try this. Nope. Ah. So it even tells you when you do it wrong. That's kind of weird. Okay. Retrieving the notebook. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook. Really? That had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Alright. Is that it? Let's try something else then. Judith Carey says that her husband took care of the garden himself. That does not sound feasible. She might be hiding something. Oh. Okay. Let's try the gardener and switch actions. No. Pin to the wall. Oh. So we don't have the clues yet for that. Pin to the wall, swift actions. There we go. This kind of gives you everything if it's just going to say yes or no like that. We need to find out whether an unskilled or untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. Oh!
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Prepare for harpoon throwing experiment. That's funny. Let's go down here real quick. Wonder if there's anything I can find around here. I think on the last one you had to do like a autopsy, so maybe on this one you'll have to as well. Okay. So let's go back to Baker Street. While we're waiting for it to load. Never mind. There you are, Watson.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No. But we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Well, if you are a PETA fanatic, you may not want to watch the next scene coming up.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire. I need to take a harpoon with me.
Oh, I thought he meant that. I thought he was asking Watson to get it for him. Never mind. These loading times are just so laggy right here. And I have a decent computer. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the best, but I wonder if I should look around, because apparently the wife may be involved, which would make sense. I mean, she was implying that their marriage wasn't exactly the best.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
She doesn't like to make a lot of eye contact towards him. Alright. Time to grab a harpoon.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Alright. Let's head over to the butcher. Gosh. Is there anything else I can see at all? No? Oh well. Jeez.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Oh, really? Oh. Oh, Jesus,
Holmes, you should
suck.
try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
Ah, dang it.
Holmes, I can't believe it. Did you just miss?
Oh, shut it, Watson. What?
Holmes, you should try to aim better.
Maybe I should aim up a little bit higher.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through. Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
I'm trying. That better work. Yeah, I was about to say.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
So I guess that leaves the boy and especially the wife out. Well, it doesn't necessarily leave them out because they could have paid somebody. That little fly noise is annoying. Probably about as annoying as your voice, someone probably said. Oh, okay. So it could have been a lucky throw. Or it would require someone with much greater strength than they would know. And he would have to have been drinking with the person. I don't think it's a lucky throw. I don't know why. I'm gonna go with the strength. Alright, let's see. Let's go with missing box. Huh. Alright, so nothing I have is gonna match right now, which is fine. So where am I gonna go next? So maybe I need to go talk to that kid again. Peter carries boots. They appear to be the size 8. Actually, let's go back to Woodmansley and let's look at those feet. Footprints. Can't believe I didn't think about that. Because if they match, then he was out there working on it probably. But if they don't, oh.
These boots don't match the footprints.
Interesting. Whoa, that tree looked really weird. Sorry, I thought there was like something actually there.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Yeah, we've heard that before. Alright, let's go back to Scotland Yard.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, Maybe I should look around. Just, oh, not there.
Locked.
Anywhere else as a just in case.
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
I need to find something that can decode that. What indeed?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Oh, so I can't talk to him anymore? Oops, sorry, my bad. Let's go back to Baker Street. From Art, so he knew the name R. Dawson. Maybe I can find it in the house somewhere. Probably like a newspaper or something like that. Oh, get out of town. I don't think there's any blood on it. There we go. Investigates fund bankrupt. Missing at the Dawson Investment Fund. A regional banking institution based in Cornwall has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy loss in its loan portfolio and has accordingly assigned. Okay, it was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy is the second largest on record. Yada yada yada. Oh, he's mysteriously disappeared. He was seen aboard his yacht, preparing for departure to Norway. Right, okay.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him. That's fun. Okay. Cool. Cool. Is there anything else I can research? This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Anything else I can do?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
I know the door was right in front of me. Leave me alone. I like how there's different people. Well, usually different people.
Mr. Holmes?
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Examine the ship's logs. So where would I go for that? John seemed not to be the usual thief. Ship's log for the year 1883 might put some light on the connection between... Okay. But where would I find these logs? You know what? I think I remember where they were. I hope in the future cases there's not so much back and forth in these loading screens. Oh, where am I going? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember it being over here.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
First mate, second mate, blah blah blah.
Log notes for June. Nothing unusual.
Okay. Strong wind.
Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Alright guys, that's going to be the end of part 2. Looks like things are starting to heat up. We got a witness, and looks like we might be finding some more people to talk to, but hey, never know. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in part 3. See ya.